But anyways, man, what's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, Jay Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like Beezy, man. Make sure I follow my Twitch, man. Subscribe to my second channel. Everything you know about your boy Jay, it's in the description down below. Now, like I said, y'all, the spots are filling up very, very fast, bro. And like I try to tell y'all, bro, it's $20, man. $20. And like I said, y'all, it's like a lottery ticket. You're playing for $440. I have people trying to make deals with me. Jay, if I do this, man, let me get in the franchise free. I can't do it. You know how many times I try to do free? You know how many times I try to do a college dynasty free? And you know what I'm saying? You're wasting my dang time. Now I know you ain't gonna waste my time. Now you know why? Because you put money in the pot. But anyways, we are doing the college football 27 dynasty. And like I said, for me, I want people that's pure skilled. If you want to make some easy money, you know what I'm saying? Why not join a dynasty, bro? $440. And we're doing 3 seasons. So if you win 440 the first season, 440 the second season, 440 the third season, add that up and you only putting in $20 to play for a 10 times larger amount. So if you feel like your skills is elite, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all, you know what I mean, follow the Discord, and my PSN will be in the description down below. You want to join the dynasty, let me know. It will be a college football 27 dynasty. Alabama is already tooken, and multiple teams are getting tooken, so make sure y'all join before it gets full, because it gets full real fast. But anyways, we got the short-lived Alabama versus Clemson rivalry. You know, I'm very excited, you know what I mean, for college football. You feel me, to come up. Like I said, 3 July, August, September. 3 more months, man. You know, matter of fact, 2 more months, man, till college football is back. I honestly feel like when it comes to Alabama, man, us falling off is us not winning championships. Like, we're not going nowhere. All we're going to do is get better. And that's just the bottom line. You feel me? So, out of this span of, we haven't won a championship ever since 2020. Ever since then, we made it to the playoffs unless one time, just that one time. One time, y'all. One time, we just ain't make it to the playoffs. That's it. One time, bro. You feel me? And we fell off. We've been dominant for so long that everybody expects us to win the title every year. We just made it to the second round of the playoffs, and everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? Because look, every Alabama fan knows, once we get that quarterback, it's over with. One change, one band, one sound. We get one chance, one quarterback. It's over. It's over, brother. It's over. We are, I'm telling you, mildew, Trash Simpson is the reason why we haven't won a championship yet. When we were at our elite stage, we made it with Jalen Mildew with the Final Four. When we had Bryce Young, national championship. It's only so much we could do with Mildew. You see, we went to the Final Four of Mildew, but we went to the second round with Trash Simpson. Imagine what we going to do if Keelan Russell turns out to be that guy. We have the #1 defense in the country. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody has a better defense than us. I'm sorry. We have a championship caliber defense. I do not care what nobody say. Kane Womack, bro, one of the best defensive coordinators of all time. I didn't mean to say that. I know y'all like, hold on, bro. Hold on. Shut up. Bro, I didn't mean to say that, bro. You know what I mean? Hold on, Kane, why are you talking about? I said one of the best, I meant to say one of the best defensive coordinators in the game today. You know what I'm saying? Today. So all I'm saying is I'm just ready for the season to start, bro. I just know we're gonna dominate. But anyways, Dabo Sweeney, man. You said Georgia has the best defense? No, y'all don't. I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all this for every Georgia fan, every goofy op boy, listen here. That Alabama win was a fluke. I'm telling y'all. You seen what we did to y'all when Trash Simpson was playing up the par. The only reason y'all beat us, bro, is because of Trash Simpson. We get a quarterback, we're going to go back to daddy whooping on son. That's all we're going to do.
Think about Alabama.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Jits. I appreciate it, Jay. Blitz.
And other SEC teams. And when we think about Clemson's rivals, the teams that come to mind are South Carolina, Florida State, Georgia Tech, and other ACC.
We coming back, baby.
There was a small but prominent era in college football where Alabama and Clemson were the top two programs in the country, naturally creating a really intense rivalry. The Crimson Tide, led by Nick Saban, and the Tigers, led by Dabo Swinney, pretty much had an unofficial date scheduled before.
We coming back, baby.
Both teams were almost certain they would not only be playing in the college football playoff, but also
I miss you, boy. Dang, I miss Nick, boy.
The SEC and the Kings of the ACC going to war once a year in January was something that every college football fan looked forward to seeing.
Hey, this was a crazy rivalry. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This was a crazy rivalry right here, y'all. Very underrated rivalry right here.
Lived but very dramatic rivalry of Alabama and Clemson in the mid to late 2010s. Alabama and Clemson had a brief history together before the rivalry took off in the college football playoff era. They played 14 times in the 20th century, with Alabama winning 11 of those games.
That's what I'm saying. They talking about freaking, they saying that Clemson owns us and all that. I'm like, bro, they don't own us, bro. Like, what the freak is you talking about, cuz? Folks don't own us, cuz. What is you talking about, bro?
Only wins came before
back to back, belt the booty. They get belt the booty just like everybody else get belt the booty.
Clemson Tide played the Tigers 4 times in the 1930s and won those 4 games by a combined score of 179-7. The two teams then took a 30-year break from playing each other, and when they started playing again in the 60s, when Bear Bryant had Alabama as a dynasty, Clemson still could not win.
Texas K, man.
1975 matchup, Alabama and Clemson did not play for 33 years. They met again in 2008 in Atlanta for the Chick-fil-A kickoff game, and this game is remembered by many Alabama fans as the game that truly began the Saban dynasty. Alabama completely manhandled Clemson at the line of scrimmage. Are you guys ready for this stat? 0 total rushing yards.
Yeah, they don't remember that, y'all.
The other side of the line of scrimmage was just as bad for Clemson, as Alabama ran for 239.
That's what we're missing, bro. We're missing a running game too, bro. Who gonna step up, be the running game, bro? Ryan Grubb, this is your last season. You know what I'm saying? It's your last season, bro. You know what I mean? You said we can't let Big Ten win another natty game. I mean, bro, we're whether people want to admit it or not, we the SEC, bro. You know what I'm saying? We the SEC. We the only reason the SEC got a name for real. You want to really think about it? You know what I'm saying? When we start winning, what they doing? When we start winning, what these motherfuckers doing? Georgia can't take on the torch. None of these motherfuckers can take on the torch. You know what I'm saying? When we ain't winning no more, what these motherfuckers doing, man? In Tennessee, can somebody else help a brother out? God, it's us versus the Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? It's us versus the Big Ten. Georgia ain't helping us out. Tennessee ain't helping us out. You know what I mean? Freaking Old Piss ain't helping us out. I was rooting for Old Piss. You know what I mean? I was rooting for Old Piss. Texas can't help us out. I'm like, man, ain't none of these motherfuckers helping us out. I guess we the only team that can win something.
Yards. With a final score of 34-10, this was the beginning.
Don't worry, we're gonna win this year.
For Clemson head coach Tommy Bowden.
We're gonna win this year.
Wake Forest 12-7 in Week 7. Bowden resigned as head coach, and the interim head coach for the rest of the season was none other than
top 5 recruiting class. Type 5 recruiting class, yeah.
He was already the wide receivers coach, but more importantly, he was the recruiting coordinator. Dabo posted a 4-2 record at the end of the regular season and was named full-time head coach due to his really good recruiting ability and the solid change in culture under his leadership. Meanwhile, Alabama finished the regular season 12-0 under Saban. If Dabo wanted to get Clemson to Alabama and Saban's level, it was going to take some time. While Alabama was dominating college football and winning national titles, Dabo was slowly but surely turning Clemson into a serious program. He went a combined 15-12 in his first 2 seasons as head coach, but had a breakout season in 2011. In that season, the Tigers won the ACC championship for the first time in 20 years. After 2011, Dabo hired Brent Venables as his defensive coordinator, and together they led Clemson to 3 double-digit.
This motherfucker right here. You know what I mean? This is Mildew's kryptonite right here. This is Mildew's kryptonite, and this is Trash Simpson's kryptonite. You know what I mean? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see you again this season. We're gonna show you that it was Mildew. We're going to show you that it was Trash Simpson. We're going to show every single person in that dang college football era. We're going to show every single person that it was Mildew and it was Trash Simpson. Everything that I'm saying right now, y'all going to see it. You know what I'm saying? When we had a quarterback, we were unstoppable. Our defense isn't the problem. Mildew is the problem. Trash Simpson is the problem. That's it. Only 2 players. They're gone now. Keelan Russell is Shepard Tabor.
Win seasons in a row. Going into the college football playoff era, Clemson was seen as a program who could genuinely challenge Alabama. And let's just say, there were not many who could do so. The Crimson Tide won the 2009, 2011, and 2012 national titles. Enter 2000.
Y'all, it was crazy. Y'all, when I mean y'all, it was getting boring. I'm sorry. I still don't see no team doing what we doing. I'm telling y'all, it's only gonna be so long before we jump again, before we get to the championship again. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling you, it's only gonna be so long, y'all. Enjoy this, y'all. Enjoy this. You know what I mean? Enjoy this. It's not Ryan Grubb. I'm telling y'all, it's not Ryan Grubb, bro. It's not Ryan Grubb, bro. Because he hit 1,000 yards. Ryan Grubb had 1,000-yard running back, bro. It's the quarterbacks we had, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's the freaking, bro, it's the bad O-line that we had. The bad O-line, bro, and the quarterback was the main problem. I'm telling y'all, bro. It's not Ryan Grubb, bro. We ain't have no run game, bro. We try to run the game. We try to run the ball numerous of times. The freaking small center, Parker Brailsford, our O-line was trash. We have a completely different team. And that's what I try to tell y'all. We have a completely different team. This is nowhere near. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. We're only going to stay at this. Y'all don't see it. Like, they don't see it. Like, they don't see it. Like, when it comes to Alabama, they don't see, like, the progression that Caleb DeBoer do. You got to understand. Look. And it is no excuse. But y'all got to understand. Look, y'all got to understand, bro. You say y'all thought our O-line was fire? No, that was trash. You know what I mean? But y'all got to understand. Do y'all not see the elevation happening before y'all eyes? You know what I mean? Do y'all not see the elevation happening before y'all? Parker got drafted. Hayden got drafted. Yeah, they got drafted. I mean, that wasn't me. Caden Proctor should not have been a first-round pick. I don't care what nobody's saying. That motherfucker got beat so many times off the line, but I ain't going to speak on that. You know what I mean? In my opinion, Michael Carroll was probably the best one, the true freshman. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't stand the O-line. The O-line was built like a sack of laundry. I did not care about no Wilcom Formby either. But anyways, all I'm saying is, y'all, do y'all not see the elevation going on? But it's happening before y'all eyes, and I'm here to speak it. Just how that New York Knicks fan said that, I'm telling y'all, we are going to be a national championship team either this year or next year. I'm telling y'all right now. The elevation is happening before y'all eyes. Y'all got to understand, Kalen DeBoer made it to the playoffs. Kalen DeBoer made it to the playoffs with this is Kalen DeBoer's first season playing with his team. Name a head coach when it comes to college football that was playing with players he didn't recruit. Y'all got to put that into perspective too. Kalen DeBoer was playing with players he didn't even recruit. He didn't recruit Mildew. He didn't recruit Trash Simpson. He recruited Keelan Russell, though. He recruited Austin Mack. He didn't recruit Caden Proctor. He didn't recruit Wilcom Formby. He didn't recruit Jam Miller. You know, the best wide receiver on our team, Jeremy Bernard, he recruited him, though. He recruited him. You know, old boy, you know what I'm saying? Ryan Williams, he recruited Ryan Williams, too. We say he recruited Ryan Williams. The people that, look, the people that Kalen DeBoer recruited was the best on the team. It was Nick Saban recruits that was the trashes on the team. Am I lying? Because you know why? They didn't fit his scheme, bro. So he was 2 seasons. He was a head coach for 2 seasons with a team, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't even built for him, built for his scheme. He was running with 2 quarterbacks that wasn't even built for his scheme. Now he actually got his team this year. Now he has his quarterback. Now he has his wide receiver core. Now he has his running backs. Now he has his O-line. Now he has his D-line. Now he has his linebacker core. This is a completely different Alabama team. Now this is Kalen DeBoer's team now. Watch how different we look this season. Watch how dominant we look this season. I'm calling it right now. That's why I ain't really been tweaking. That's why I've been giving Kalen DeBoer grace. I'm like, okay, you still rocking out with Nick Saban players. You ain't rocking out with your players yet. So I'm like, all right. And you still making it to the second round of the playoffs. It's going to be improvement. He made it to the second round last year with Saban players. He finna make it to the national championship this year. How much you want to bet?
The second year of the college football playoff.
I'm worried, bro.
Going into the season,
you know how hard it is to win with players that don't fit your scheme? You know how hard it is? Every single player fit their scheme. Now, watch what I tell y'all, bro. National championship this season.
Enter 2015, the second year of the college football playoff. Going into the season, Clemson was looked at as a real contender to make it, but Alabama was considered almost a lock to make it. After getting upset by Ole Miss at home in Week 3, Alabama knew it could not lose another game the rest of the season. 2 weeks later, the Tide went into Athens to face number 8 Georgia, and I don't know what Saban did to these boys, but damn it, it worked. Alabama Alabama embarrassed Georgia, and this was the game.
This is what we do to them, bro, when we got quarterbacks. When we got quarterbacks, this is what we do to them, yo.
Saban did to these boys, but damn it,
The only reason they did that is because of Trash Simpson. I'm telling y'all, bro.
And this was the game that put the nail in the coffin for Mark Richt's job.
Gonna be a lot of more
By
beatdown.
the time November rolled around, Alabama looked as dominant.
Bro, I miss a run game, bro. I miss Derrick Henry, bro.
Heisman numbers, and the Tide offense overall
I miss.
was in great rhythm every Saturday as Jake Coker proved to be a pretty solid quarterback. Alabama's defense
Just answered your question.
as it always was under Saban and Kirby Smart. Nothing new. The biggest test of the year for the Tide came on the first Saturday.
I missed that, bro. We need a running game, bro.
LSU came into
Oh, I remember when they was hyping up Leonard Fournette, boy. Oh my God, we made Leonard Fournette look like Leonard Duty Net. You know what I'm saying, bro? We made Leonard Fournette, bro. Oh my God, we made him look so regular that game, bro.
For the Tide came on the
bro, I just missed a running game, bro. I missed the Mark Henrys, bro. I said Mark Henrys. I missed the Mark Ingrams, the Trent Richardsons, bro. The Derrick Henrys, bro. Even the TJ Yeldons, bro. I missed that joke, bro.
Saturday in November.
Need a run game, bro. I'm missing that jump, bro. You always had a run game, bro. I'm not used to this, bro.
Did not leave undefeated. The Alabama defense held Leonard Fournette to just 31 yards on 19 carries. To put that in perspective, Fournette ran for at least 100 yards every game of the season before.
In the hood.
Henry, on the other hand, had 210 yards on the ground for 3 touchdowns, almost solidifying his Heisman. The Tide coasted the rest of the season, finishing 12-1, winning the SEC championship and bringing home another Heisman. Now let's talk about Clemson season, and Tiger fans knew this season was going to be special early on. In week 5, number 6 Notre Dame came into Death Valley on a
rainy, like Clemson was like that back then, boy.
Mostly led by Clemson, the Irish made a late surge, and the game came down to a 2-point conversion attempt where the Clemson defense stood tall. Dabo gave an electric speech afterwards, and this began what felt like a dream season for Clemson fans. Behind an explosive offense led by Deshaun Watson, the Tigers averaged
Deshaun Watson was crazy.
A ridiculous number.
Bro.
The same night Alabama handled LSU.
Deshaun Watson, boy.
ACC test and number 16 Florida
Deshaun
State.
Watson was crazy at Clemson, boy.
A 4th-and-1 stop in the
that
fourth
mother
quarter
effer
by
right
Ben
there.
Boulware and a 25-yard down.
Probably one of the best QBs of all time in college. One of.
For the Tigers. And the hypothetical Clemson versus Alabama national championship matchup talks truly began. Clemson finished the season undefeated after edging out number 10 North Carolina in the ACC championship. With the regular season,
I couldn't believe Trent Richardson's career ended like that, bro. Bro, favorite running back of all time, bro. In my opinion, bro. Trent Richardson, bro. Like, I ain't gonna count.
Over the college football playoff selection committee.
I missed this, bro. I missed this, bro. I ain't gonna lie. The 4 champion. I'm glad they expanded to 12 team, but this right here, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, this right here was harder to make than 12 team for sure. We stayed in the playoffs, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. It's cool. Man, it was getting dry in the field. I try to tell y'all, like, I'm excited for this. This is exciting to me. Like, the NIL, cool, bro. I'm excited for this new era, bro. I'm actually excited for this, bro. But it was getting to a time, bro, no bap, word to cap. It was getting to a time I was getting bored in the field. It was boring in the field. Bro, I was getting bored watching us, bro. I was getting bored watching us beat on everybody. I'm telling you, it was getting boring out here. You know what I mean? Nobody doing that now, bro. You ain't got no consistent dominance like us, bro. Nobody can't never do what we did. We was dominant with Bear Bryant. We was dominant with Saban. And we finna be dominant with DeBoer. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Nobody's ever done what we did, bro. Straight up for multiple decades, bro. You feel me? But it was getting boring out here, man. I'm telling you, it was getting real boring out here, bro, for real. You know what I'm saying? Said, promise you we winning again. You're not winning with Julian saying. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I see Ohio State going like freaking Penn State. Ain't gonna lie, Julian saying, oh my God, that motherfucker's terrible.
Orange Bowl to take on number 4 Oklahoma.
And
Alabama to the Cotton Bowl to take on number 3 Michigan State. Clemson was up first, and the first half was pretty competitive. Both teams were able to find a solid rhythm offensively.
He better than y'all, QB.
Oklahoma led 17-16 at the half. However, in the second half,
you know our QB 5-star too, right? But we seen what Julian saying gonna be. We ain't seen what Keelan Russell gonna be. But our QB was the number 1 player in the state. You know what I'm saying? Bro, whatever your name is, that was the sorriest QB's ever been, bro. Trash Simpson was even the Heisman race before, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trash Simpson. He didn't end it off number 2. You know what I'm saying? He didn't end off number 2. I'm telling you that right now. But that was probably the worst QB draft I've ever seen in my life. Last year, bro, was probably the worst QB's ever been in my dang life. You know what I'm saying? In my life. You feel me? That was the worst QB class I've ever seen.
Consistent ground attack between Watson.
So let's go, dogs.
Too much for the Sooners to handle, and Baker.
I got a lot of get back to get.
By Clemson's front seven, and after outscoring Oklahoma 21,
got a lot of get back to
get. Half, the Tigers were headed to the national championship.
Pounced y'all head.
They awaited the winner of Alabama versus Michigan State in the Cotton Bowl, and the Tide were just too big and too strong. A masterclass from Saban and Kirby. 0 points allowed. A shutout in the college football playoff. Henry put the punctuation.
Boy, Derrick Henry, boy.
The filthiest stiff arm.
God, I missed that mother.
Football playoff. I mean, that was just disrespectful. The national championship game was set. Alabama versus Clemson in Glendale.
That's what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing belt the booty, bro.
One of a new modern era rivalry. A game full of nothing but fireworks got started in the first quarter.
That boy Derrick Henry, bro. Bro, we need this again. This motherfucker was special.
Clemson responded on the following drive with Watson delivering a dime to
Renfro,
and the game was tied. Renfro was not done making big plays, as on the next drive, Watson found him in the end zone again, and Clemson went up by 7. A stop by the defense gave Clemson the ball back, but Watson made a terrible decision and threw it right to Eddie Jackson. Alabama drove to the goal line with ease, and Henry punched it in to tie the game again.
Clemson was actually five, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Offensively the rest of the half, and they went into halftime tied. The first punch of the second half was delivered by the Tide as Coker found O.J. Howard all alone on the sideline to give them the lead back. Next drive for Clemson, Watson delivered an incredible throw to Artava Scott at the back.
Tell y'all, man, Sean Watson, bro.
By Ronnie Harrison. Clemson settled for a field goal, but was able to finish its next drive with a score to go ahead by 3. Another stop for Clemson gave Watson another opportunity to extend the lead, but that opportunity was cut short after Rashaan Evans brought Watson down. Desperate for more points on third down, Coker stood tall in the pocket and connected down the sideline with Ardarius Stewart inside the 20 for a first down. A field goal tied the game, and in one of the ballsiest calls in the history of college football, Saban dialed up a freaking onside kick, and Alabama got the ball back. Look at this guy, bro. That was an evil smirk. Saban was a psychopath. The onside.
That boy Saban was cold, boy. No cap. That boy Saban, boy. That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, and the haters keep talking about he was paying for players, bro. It wasn't nobody paying for players, bro. You got to understand that, bro. Everybody just wanted to come to Alabama. There wasn't no such thing as NIL back then. None of that, bro. Nobody was paying for no damn players, bro. We were just the most dominant team. You know what I'm saying? The most dominant team. You feel me? And that's just what it is, bro. We was the most dominant team, and we produced the most NFL talent, bro. Who wouldn't want to come to Alabama, bro? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we produce it. We know, you know for sure, Alabama, bro, back then was like a freaking like NFL ticket. All right, I know if I go to Alabama, I'm going to the NFL. That was like an NFL ticket, bro. Like okay, I'm going to Alabama. I'm yeah, NFL. You feel me? So you gotta understand, bro. Being everybody want to play for Saban. Saban the freaking GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Want to play for Dane Saban, bro. His name just hold weight, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was, bro. But we had so much talent. Oh my God, we're still having the top 5 recruiting class this season. You know what I'm saying? So what? We still paying for recruits? It hasn't stopped since Saban left, bro. We're still having top recruits. I think we finished top 3. You know what I'm saying? With this recruiting class that we got, the 2026 one, and our freshmen are going crazy. Our freshman, bro, Cedric Morgan, the 6'4" 5-star. You know what I'm saying? We got 2 5-stars on the field. Ryan Williams and Cedric Morgan. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. If in my opinion, I don't feel like Ryan Williams gonna go in the draft next year. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like he's gonna stay as a senior. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I feel like he's gonna stay as a senior. It's to boost his draft stock. But if he does have a season, if he does have a crazy season, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? If he does have a crazy season,
and Alabama led by
and he probably do.
Clemson then kicked a field goal to cut it to 4, and on the ensuing kickoff, Kenyon Drake saw a lane race to the outside, made everyone miss, and nobody was gonna catch this guy, bro. Down the sidelines he went into the end zone to make it a 2-possession lead for Alabama. What a game for the Alabama special teams. Watson and the Tiger offense responded quickly as Scott hauled in a touchdown, but Coker once again connected with his #1 target of the night on a screen.
This is what we need, y'all. Howard, bro. Need a tight end again, bro.
On 3rd and goal, Henry fought his way into the end zone, and after the replay center confirmed the touchdown, Alabama could almost taste it. Clemson did not give up. Watson found Jordan Leggett for a touchdown to cut it to 5, but the onside kick was unsuccessful, and in an instant classic, the Crimson Tide won the national championship 45-40 to give Saban his 4th title at Alabama. What an awesome game, man. Absolute shootout. Both teams played great. There were so
I'm saying I've seen more championships than a lot of like come on, bro. I've seen more championships than some of y'all have ever seen with any of your teams combined. Like I go for my college team is more legendary than a lot of y'all teams combined. My team literally has I've seen more championships with my college team than a lot of y'all teams have combined. You know how crazy that is? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how it feels to be dominant. Y'all hoping y'all team. It was to a point I knew my team was gonna win. It was to a point I knew we was gonna win.
We had no idea this matchup would become a yearly tradition for the foreseeable future.
I knew we was gonna win.
And with that being said, Clemson vowed for revenge. The Tigers knew that if they managed to get back to the college football playoff, Alabama would more than likely be there as well. The preseason poll had Alabama at number 1 and Clemson at number 2. Talks of a rematch in the postseason was a big story during the offseason. Clemson returned most of the team from 2015 and started off the season 4-0. Louisville and Lamar Jackson came into Tiger Stadium in a Hollywood box office superstar-centered matchup. Lamar played like the Heisman frontrunner and rallied the Cardinals to take the lead, but in the end, it was Watson and the offense delivering and the bring-your-own-guts defense standing tall to secure a massive ACC.
That's what I'm saying, baby. CTF, you see what I'm saying?
Tallahassee, and this was
we still going
Hollywood
stupid, bro.
Box office superstar duel. This
just the name, man.
Watson and a running back, and that man was Dalvin Cook. Both of these dudes
Dalvin Cook was crazy.
Watson finished with 378 yards through the air, and Cook finished with 169 yards on the ground with 4 touchdowns. This was a game of lead changes, dramatic moments, and big-time plays, but in the end, the Clemson offense found the end zone late to go ahead, and Florida State could not get in field goal range to tie the game. And with this win, Clemson had taken care of its 2 biggest threats in the ACC.
College football dynasty.
However, 2 weeks later, the Clemson defense
had no
answer for Nathan Peterman. He threw for 5 touchdowns and set it up with time expiring for a game-winning field goal.
College football dynasty, y'all. Kicks off
and Clemson
July 9th. Let's get it.
Luckily for Clemson, this wasn't the BCS era where one loss.
Georgia Tech could have beat both of these teams. Stop.
It would still make the playoff. That is exactly what happened as Clemson won the rest of its regular season game.
Stop it.
A late comeback.
I think Georgia Tech just only gonna get so good, honestly. Georgia Tech only gonna get so good.
Virginia Tech in the ACC championship, and the
you're definitely not gonna beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. Promise you that.
Playoff. Alabama, on the other hand, did not have as dramatic of a season. The biggest quote-unquote drama Alabama had in 2016 was the quarterback battle going into the season. But true freshman Jalen Hurts put an end to that battle after he balled in the season opener against
Jalen Dirt.
Outside of a fluky performance against Ole Miss in Week 3, Alabama kind of handled everybody on the schedule with 7 returning starters on a defense that was
freak is you talking about, bro? We finna get back. Don't worry about that, man. Get back strong, man. Ever since 2020, we only missed the playoffs one time, but they talking about Alabama falling off. We falling off because we only missed the playoffs one time. We really were supposed to make it over SMU. Yeah, Alabama falling off because we ain't made the playoffs one time. Let's show you how dominant and much built the booty we put on folks.
On the schedule with 7 returning starters on a defense
in the hood
really good the year before. It was really difficult to score on these dudes.
We used to punish these
probably Alabama's best defense under Saban besides the 2011 defense. Alabama went into Baton Rouge in November and did not let them score a single point. Shades of the 2011
Georgia Tech and Bama has a series coming up. You don't want it. I'm telling you.
Like I said,
you do not
want it. It was a pretty anticlimactic season for them.
We've been beating on these die-Ls. You know what I mean? F the ops, die-Ls. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, we've been beating the ops. You know what I'm saying? LSU K. You already know that. Texas K, LSU K. They call me Big Op because I done made a lot of gangs. You know what I mean? But, man, we've been beating them, bro. Like, them, bro. Them boys, the puppies, they get beat downs, too. You know what I mean? But them right here, oh, for sure, Leota, they gets the beating. They get B2B. Switch the booty, belt the booty. They get the switches and the alley-oop, one word. Switches. They get the switches and they get the belt.
It was
We put it on them. We put that thing on them.
Alabama
I love when that belt get put on.
And the selection committee sent Alabama to the Peach Bowl to take on number 4 Washington.
Look at this. Look at this.
Clemson to the Fiesta Bowl to take on
Look how much dominance we.
Ohio State. This time Alabama was up first and Washington just did.
You said Alabama is dead for real last in the SEC for the 2027 class. Bro, do you know what the 2027, like, do you know how long that is? Cuz, my man, you're not finna, like, be like, the teams that you see, let me go and just tell you how that junk work, my guy. First of all, we got the number 1 quarterback in the state, Elijah Haven, and the number 1 player, that right there off the rip. Bro, you realize, bro, so much more recruits finna happen, bro. Cuz, like, my mans don't understand how recruiting work, bro. It's 2027, bro. We haven't even started the 2026 season. It's 2027, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Stop it, my boy. Stop it. Stop it.
Not have the physicality.
You know when that junk ends, bro? You know what I mean? The teams that you see at the top is not going to be the teams at the top. I'm telling you right now. We wasn't high last year, bro, with the 2026 class coming in. And, bro, you got to understand. And one thing you got to understand, one thing I realized, bro, because we're going to be a top 5 team. One thing you got to understand, we're going to be a top 5 team. So all that little what's the name, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I'm not finna keep saying the same thing, whatever your name is, bro. You know, I'm not finna keep saying the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's we're not gonna stay behind there. You know what I mean? Simple as that. We're not gonna stay behind. Whether you want to think about it or not, bro, we're not gonna stay behind. But you gotta understand, bro, this is a different era. You feel me? We're gonna be in top 10. We always are. But this is a different era. You're talking too early. You're a Georgia State fan. Shut up. But this is a different era right here. Recruiting doesn't matter anymore for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't really matter. It's about keeping players. You got to understand, we're very young, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're very young. We had a top 3 recruiting class last year. You know what I'm saying? Nobody on our team is a senior. It's about keeping players now. Recruiting is not how it used to be, brother. College football is changing, my guy. I'd rather go after 3 stars than go after 5 stars that want this big old check. A lot of these motherfuckers want money. You know what I'm saying? So it's about us. We trying to play it smart, my guy. You know what I'm saying? We're going after quality, not quantity. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Playing it smart, my guy. It's the NIL. It's a different era, my guy. Very different era. You got to start playing people coming out of high school. These players coming out of high school want checks and all that. Hey, bro, I'll go with a 3-star. You know what I'm saying? Any day out of the weekend. That's who we've been signing 3 stars, bro, and develop the 3-star. We trying to develop, bro. We playing it smart, bro.
Alabama,
we ain't finna be paying all these big old checks, bro.
26 to 194. The game plan for Alabama.
Heck no. We very young, bro. The offense was run. Can't tell you how many 5 stars we got, bro. 5-star quarterback. He a freshman this year. 5-star quarterback, freshman. You know what I mean? 5-star wide receiver, freshman. 5-star edge rusher, freshman. 5-star running back, freshman. We got a 5-star safety, freshman. That was our 2026 class. Those are 5 stars we had in 2026. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? That right there, 2026. You feel me? The freshman's coming in this season. You think we worry about the 2027, bro? Think about it, bro. You think bro, it's not about, we already got the running back at 5-star. We already got our quarterback. We already got Elijah Haven. We already got our wide receiver, bro. You know what I'm saying? We already got our safety, bro. We're playing it real smart. You got to understand what we're doing, bro. So we probably don't have a huge recruiting class because we just had a crazy recruiting class. But that jump right there, that jump don't matter no more, bro. To all them 5 stars flipping to OU soon. I don't know who the freak you think Ohio State is, bro. But I'm going to keep it real. James Smith and Quay Russaw is garbage. And you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. Them boys are terrible.
Washington could not tackle Scarborough. He had 180 yards, including the 68-yard dagger to put the Huskies away. Alabama won 24-7 and punched its ticket to the Natty. The Tigers returned to the building they lost the previous national championship game in, and they got redemption. It was an all-time performance.
Oh, there go your team right there, gang.
9 tackles.
There go your team right there.
Scrimmage, 3 turnovers.
Look at your team, gang.
Ohio State could not get anything going. JT Barrett was rattled from the very beginning, and the Buckeyes did not score a single point. The Clemson offense played well. Watson had 3 touchdowns, and a 31-0 shutout made the rematch official.
Say, yo, why you blocking my message?
Part 2 in Tampa, Florida for the
I ain't blocking your message, bro. I just got certain words banned. You know what I'm saying? Say, can you shout out Black Fart Farmer? black fart matter? That's probably why I was blocking your messages. You talking about some black fart.
Championship. It was early PTSD of Derrick Henry for Clemson as Scarborough could not be tackled. A 25-yard touchdown run in the first and a 37-yard touchdown run in the second put Alabama up 14-0. It was a pretty slow start for the Clemson offense, but they finally got a spark when Deon Cain took a screen all the way into Alabama territory, making guys miss in the process. And Watson took advantage of it off a designed run to the outside to get into the end zone and get within one.
Coming back, bro.
The rest of the first half was outstanding defense. Both front sevens were flying and the secondaries contained everything deep and outside. And we went into the locker room with Alabama up by a touchdown. First possession of the second half, Gallman got the handoff and fumbled. Ryan
Defense,
Anderson
boy.
scooped it up and took it to the 15. The Tide settled for a
defense still like this, y'all. Our defense still like this.
Complain about going back up 2 possessions.
Our defense is still like this, y'all.
But later on, Watson connected with Renfro, his favorite target against Alabama, on a drag. The 24-yard score cut the lead to 3.
John Rick gonna be definitely like 11-6 for sure. I'm not even lying.
After a carry for a first down.
See, I gotta understand. Look at that. Look at that.
It was a very sad.
See, look.
But 2 plays.
I'm not trying to make no excuses, but you feel me?
Later, it would not be an Alabama Clemson natty without an O.J. Howard touchdown.
O.J. Howard
and Renfro just became mythical whenever these matches.
Falcons win the Super Bowl.
On the next drive, Watson connected with various
Falcons
targets on short to mid-range passes, and this felt like a must-score drive for Clemson. Inside the 5, Watson lobbed up a fade to Mike Williams, and once again, the lead was cut to 3. On third down for Alabama, Howard stole a screen intended for Damian Harris, and Clemson was all over it. Alabama failed another third down attempt on its next drive as Hurts could not find anyone open. Third and long for Clemson, Watson found Leggett open, but he dropped it. Another third down attempt for Alabama was not successful as Hurts had Ardarius Stewart open, but he overthrew him. The
freaking Jalen Dirt
play in a minute came on Clemson's next drive as Williams hauled in the ball while drawing a pass interference. Watson had a lane down the sideline on a designed run and got to the 1-yard line, and with Clemson just a yard away from taking the lead, Gallman punched it in and the Tigers led for the first time. Alabama had to score a touchdown on its
go and ban them, bro.
Second down, Ben Boulware ate up a screen to Harris and slammed him down for a huge loss. On third and very long,
they don't ban him.
Heavily rushed and scrambling for his life. He somehow found Stewart right behind the first down marker. Harris hit the hole hard on 4th and 1 to extend the
Damian Harris.
Hurts delivered a screen to Stewart, but wait, he played quarterback in high school, and there was Howard at the sideline.
We need OJ. We need another OJ Howard, bro.
But nobody was open, and he had his sights on the goal line for the lead, and he got there. Alabama went back up 3. A 2-minute drill for the national championship began with a great kickoff return by C.J. Fuller. Rest in peace to a kid gone way too soon. On second down, Watson lobbed it up to Williams, and over Anthony Averett came down with it. Holy smokes! With time running down on third and short, Renfro hauled in a first down, and Clemson spiked it to stop the clock. Watson pressured with under 20 seconds left, and what a catch by Leggett. First and goal, Clemson. Second and goal, Watson looking for Williams in the end zone, and that was a pass interference. Half the distance to the goal. With 6 seconds left, a touchdown would win it. Watson rolled out, delivered it, and there was the dagger. Shades of Texas and Vince Young. A 2-minute drill to win the national championship. Now, this play, of course, did draw a solid amount of controversy, as it was and still is heavily debated on whether this was an illegal pick play or not. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to discuss that in the comments, but with that being said,
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, y'all.
Alabama Crimson Tide 35-31.
Seen a lot of crazy stuff, boy.
Championship. What an unbelievable performance from
who's supposed to win that game?
36 for 56 with 420 yards.
You know what I'm saying? They don't own nothing, bro. They don't own nothing. Got lucky, bro.
This dude had so much motion.
Got really lucky.
The allegations. Back-to-back unbelievable national championship games in what had become a real rivalry in college football. Going into the 2017 season, Clemson and Alabama had been solidified as the current top 2 programs in the country. High expectations were already the norm for Alabama, but Clemson was now at the point where every season was national championship or bust. With Watson off to the NFL, his backup for 2 years, Kelly Bryant, finally got his shot to lead the offense. Bryant was an athletic guy who was pretty dangerous with his legs, but he just did not have nearly the arm that Watson had. With this, Clemson was a run-heavy offense in 2017, and Bryant, along with two young backs, Tavian Feaster and Travis Etienne.
Oh, that game right there pissed me off.
For the Tigers.
Really pisses me off.
As for the defense, it was a talented bunch that only had one game where they gave up more than 30 points. They only
How long I've been streaming, chat?
Per game. Absolutely a championship level defense. Along with the lack of an explosive air attack, the other weakness Clemson had in 2017 was the schedule. Outside of Auburn in week 2, Clemson did not play a single elite defense for the entire season, and this would eventually come back to haunt them. With Louisville and Florida State being worse than they were in 2016, it was a down year for the ACC. The Tigers lost to Syracuse in the middle of the season, but handled everyone else on the schedule with ease. Clemson finished the regular season 11-1 and played a top 10 Miami team in the ACC championship, but the Hurricanes were already mentally defeated as they got embarrassed by unranked Pitt the week before and had a terrible performance against Clemson. It was a blowout in Charlotte, and with a 38-3 win, Clemson was locked into the college football playoff. As for the Crimson Tide, it was just the yearly dominance. The roster was absolutely loaded. Hurts returned as quarterback, but true freshman Tua Tagovailoa was really good as a backup, and he got plenty of playing time because in most games for Alabama, the starters were not in during the fourth quarter. As for the running backs, it was one of the most loaded running back rooms of all time. Bo Scarborough, Damian Harris, and Josh Jacobs returned, and true freshmen Najee Harris and Brian Robinson gave Alabama a running back room.
Y'all seen that running back room?
NFL players. Has that ever been done anywhere?
Heck no. That's what I'm saying. That's why they think we paying everybody.
Gave Alabama a running back room of 5 future NFL players. Has that ever?
Y'all heard that running back room, y'all?
Let me know in the comments because that is
Josh
absurd.
Jacobs, Brian Robinson
was the go-to guy for Hurts through the air, but 3 true
Najee Harris,
Smith, Jerry Jeudy, and Henry Ruggs.
Look at that freaking bro. Look at that.
Guys who showed tremendous potential on the field, of course. The 2017
and you have to bring that up, gang.
Returned a ton of guys from the 2016 defense, and they just got even better.
That low-key made me want to slap the taste out your mouth.
Points per game, 1 point less than Clemson. After starting 11-0, Alabama went into Jordan-Hare Stadium to face a very hot Auburn team and fell to the Tigers 26-14. The season was not over for the Crimson Tide, but they were going to need some help to get into the college football playoff. Alabama needed either Oklahoma to lose to TCU or Wisconsin to lose to Ohio State. After the Buckeyes defeated the Badgers, the question became, should 11-2 Big Ten champs Ohio State get in, or should 11-1 Alabama get in without winning the SEC? The committee ultimately decided to give the number 4 spot to Alabama, and would you look at that? Clemson and Alabama were going to meet in the semifinals.
This was on a regular for me, y'all. This was a regular.
New Year's Day arrived, and
it's a regular for me. That's what people love trying to say, dude, all your team sucks. These folks be freaking, look. Like these folks, bro, be just lying on me, bro. These folks be lying on me. They be making it seem like all my teams not successful, other than my NFL team. Like, are all my teams not dominant? You know what I'm saying? So it's like for y'all to be on some, you know what I mean? To be on some like, oh, your team, bro, all my teams is dominant, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Your teams are sorry. You feel me?
Clemson versus Alabama Part 3 in the Sugar Bowl for a spot in the Natty. The Crimson Tide defense really set the tone early, forcing 2 3-and-outs and made the Tigers feel like it was going to be a long night. The first points of the game came off an Alabama drive where most of the yards came on the ground. They got into chip shot range, and after kicking a field goal, Alabama led 3-0. Clemson was absolutely swarmed by Alabama on its next possession. They kept the pressure coming, and on 3rd down, Bryant was able to find Deon Cain open, but he dropped it. Alabama kept it simple on its next drive as the run game was still getting consistent yardage. Inside the 15, right before Hurts crossed the line of scrimmage, got it off to Ridley in the end zone, and the Crimson Tide went up 10-0. Clemson finally
really was crazy.
On offense the next possession. Bryant was able to convert a 3rd down with his legs, and Cain actually caught the ball on this drive, and the Tigers got into field goal range to cut the lead to 7. A slow, methodical drive got Alabama into field goal range on its next drive, but the kick was no good, and we went into the half with a 10-3 score, the complete opposite of the previous 2 meetings between these two. Just like the year before, the second half got started with a fumble, this time by Alabama, and Clemson had much needed great field position for its first drive of the second half. This next Clemson drive pretty much summed up this game. All 3 plays, Alabama
defense was crazy. Y'all, I'm trying to tell y'all, our defense is still like this, bro. I'm telling y'all, bro. The problem is our offense, bro. And that's what made us so deadly. It's because our offense was just as good or even better than our national championship defense. It's still like this. Our defense is still like this. We just need our offense to match that intensity.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Our offense matched that intensity. Easy, bro.
And it was no coincidence that this game was in the
just like they did Beasley.
2011 national championship against LSU, where Alabama allowed 0 points. Clemson kicked a field goal, and spoiler alert, these may or may not have been the final points Clemson scored. On the next drive, with Clemson actually moving the ball, Bryant was drilled by Anthony Jennings, and the ball landed in Deron Payne's hands. And the big boy took it into Clemson territory with a horse collar.
Crazy.
End of it, and little did Payne know he was not finished having the football in his hands. At the goal line, with Payne lined up in the backfield, he got himself open in the end zone and hauled in a touchdown. Absolutely awesome and hilarious at the same time. Down by 2 possessions with Clemson looking for an answer, that ball was picked off by Matt Wilson,
bro.
and he took it the distance to give Alabama a commanding 24-6 lead. It appeared we had our first blowout in the Alabama-Clemson college football playoff saga. Clemson was down 18, but it felt like they were down
Defense
40
crazy.
with how dominant the Alabama defense was. Alabama played slow
in the hood
the rest of the way and just continued to punish Clemson on the other side.
They love trying to say that Clemson own us, bro. No, the freak they don't, bro. We own Clemson, bro. Like,
it was
they got a couple of wins over.
A nightmare that Dabo
we owns them.
Wanted to forget. With a final score of 24-6.
That man ain't owned by nobody. That man right there, he ain't owned by nobody.
Championship. Just an all-time performance.
That man owned everybody.
Defense. They sacked Bryant 5 times, only
everybody.
188 total yards.
Kirby, Dabo, whatever you want to say, bro.
Alabama went on to win a thriller against Georgia in the national championship game, and that marked the 3rd year in a row that the Alabama versus Clemson winner won the national championship. The trend may or may not have continued the following season. The 2018 preseason poll had Alabama at number 1 and Clemson at number 2. Both rosters were loaded from top to bottom. The biggest story for Alabama in the offseason was the quarterback battle between Hurts and Tagovailoa. Tua went on to win it, and he would have plenty of weapons lining up on offense with him. The entire running back room outside of Scarborough returned, and those freshman receivers from last year had a year of development under their belt and were ready to all break out. And with a veteran offensive line as well, the Alabama offense looked almost unstoppable in 2000.
In the hood!
About to blow your mind. Alabama averaged 48 points per game. Tua was putting up video game numbers. This offense was definitely a top-tier offense in Saban's.
This is what we're missing, bro.
And just like basically every Saban team ever, the defense was really good. Alabama cruised to a 12-0 regular season, but in a rematch of the previous national championship game in the same exact building, the Crimson Tide got punched in the mouth by the Georgia Bulldogs. Tua and the offense struggled as Georgia was the best defense they faced by a long shot. It was a pretty poetic ending to this game as Tua got injured in the second half, and this time it was Hurts who came in to save the day. The opposite of the previous matchup. Hurts gave the offense a spark, made some very impressive throws, and ended up scoring the go-ahead touchdown late in the game to win the SEC championship and punch Alabama's ticket into the college football playoff. Similar to Alabama, Clemson also had a bit of a quarterback battle in the offseason. Bryant returned, but the new kid on the block was the #1 overall recruit in the country, Trevor Lawrence. A guy with an NFL frame, an incredible arm, a high football IQ, and a 2-time high school state champion. He was a proven winner. After the first 4 games, with both guys getting playing time, Lawrence was clearly the better quarterback, and Dabo named him the full-time starter. With Lawrence as the full-time starter, the Clemson offense exploded. While Lawrence was mostly known for his throwing ability, the dude could also run, and paired with the running back duo from last year returning, Clemson's ground attack was lethal. Renfro returned for his senior season, and he, along with Amari Rodgers, Justin Ross, and T. Higgins, made for a wide receiver room that was arguably better than Alabama's. In the games where Lawrence was the starting quarterback, Clemson averaged 47 points per game, almost right on par with Alabama. And what was crazy was, with how good the offense was, the defense might have been even better. The defensive line was probably the best overall position group in the country. Cleveland Farrell, Dexter Lawrence, and Christian Wilkins were all taken in the first round of the 2019
That's a crazy
draft.
D-line.
Austin Bryant on the outside was an excellent pass rusher who ended up being taken in the 4th round. Trey Lamar and Kendall Joseph were really physical linebackers, and the secondary was just like the defensive line in terms of being filled with NFL guys. Isaiah Simmons was an incredible athlete at nickel, and A.J. Terrell and Trayvon Mullen at corner were constantly locking down receivers and forcing turnovers. Clemson had a close call early in the season against Texas A&M, but that was with Bryant starting. With Lawrence calling the signals, Clemson Clemson beat the absolute hell out of everybody. Unlike Alabama, Clemson did not have a dramatic conference championship game. After beating Pitt 42-10, Clemson finished 13-0 and earned the #2 rank in the college football playoff. Clemson was sent to the Cotton Bowl to face
Look at that
Notre
dominance,
Dame
bro. Look at that, bro. See, and look, and that's all I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why that's why this right here, y'all. This right here holds so much weight. This holds much weight than any NFL team, MLB team, whatever. Nothing is more legendary than this right here. This is the most legendary sign of all time. Straight up, bro. Nothing holds much weight than this right here. Simple. We can talk about anything. This right here, this symbol right here, Alabama puts the fear of God in people, man. And that's just word, bro. I've seen how many people really truly feared us when they didn't want us in the college football playoffs over SMU. You know what I'm saying? I've seen how many people really truly feared us. You feel me? But this is a down year for us, not winning national championships. You know what I'm saying? This is as bad as we're going to get. We're not getting any worse. The only thing we're going to do is get better. We're not getting any worse. We're just going to keep getting better, and better, and better. And then eventually it's going to come to a time where we back to dominance again.
Was sent to the Orange Bowl to face Oklahoma. Clemson was up first, and this was just
we just know how to win.
From Lawrence, 27 for 39 with 327 yards and 3 touchdowns. The receivers all made some big-time catches. The Notre Dame secondary got picked apart. Granted, they were without Julian Love most of the game, but I'm not sure he would have made that big of a difference. The Clemson defense did not allow Notre Dame to get in the end zone once. The opposite of Clemson's semifinal performance against Alabama the year before, as in that game it was Clemson who did not score a touchdown. A dagger-long run from Etienne for 62 yards put the nail in the coffin, and with a final score of 30-3, Clemson was headed to the national championship. Alabama got off to a lightning-fast start against Oklahoma. The classic Lincoln Riley big game.
Y'all see this dominance, y'all?
The Crimson Tide were firing at all cylinders. They were up.
Bro said from Bama, but Bama K. You got to be an Auburn fan. Ain't no way. If you're not an Auburn fan, you're weird. Simple as that. Ain't nobody in Bama talking about Bama K unless they're Auburn fan. Oh, okay. Okay. You the ops.
The second. After that,
knew it had to be something.
To a shootout. Heisman winner Kyler
this motherfucker got to be an Auburn fan.
And really shut a lot of people up. There was a pretty vocal crowd that said he did not deserve.
Ain't never heard that other than
I thought it could have gone either way, but there were people saying he just straight up did not deserve it. Even though the Oklahoma offense turned it around from the first quarter, Alabama really did not slow down and kept responding. The 28-0 deficit was too much.
We got another Devontae.
Was never able to.
We got a Jeremiah Smith.
Alabama won 4.
Name is Cedric Morgan, 5-star wide receiver, true freshman. We got that.
And just like that, we had,
like I said, and Ryan Williams can be, you know what I mean, that guy.
4 of Alabama versus Clemson in the college football playoff. But this time around, the hype was not as high as the previous years. To a pretty high amount of college football fans, the Alabama-Clemson matchup started to become.
We're back again, y'all. Y'all see this?
I didn't necessarily.
We're back again. Y'all see this?
Fans want parity in different matchups.
No team has ever done this, y'all.
But the problem
this is back to back
At
years.
such a high level in this era that there just were not many teams that could challenge them. Nonetheless, on paper, this was set to be a really good matchup. 2 super talented teams with video game number offenses set to go at it for the title. The fireworks got started this year by the defensive side of the ball as Terrell picked off Tua and took it all the way to the house. From that point on, this game turned into a temporary shootout. Both offenses were on fire, and the way this matchup most people thought would play out started unfolding on the field. It was the complete opposite of the Sugar Bowl first half the year before. The question was, how long would the shootout last, and which defense would rise to the occasion and slow down the opponent?
Clemson was good, man.
Offense. The answer to that question was the Clemson defense, as after Tua and Judy had a miscommunication and Mullen picked the ball off and returned it into Alabama territory, Etienne went on to score his 3rd touchdown of the night, and this 2-possession deficit seemed to make Alabama go into panic mode. Tua was rattled on the next drive, and the last time he was rattled, he did not perform well. Clemson went on to kick a field goal before halftime to go into the locker room up 31-16. Alabama got the ball first in the second half and actually moved the ball ball to get well into field goal position. But look at this, bro. Clemson was clearly lined up to stop a potential fake, and Alabama ran it anyway and got stuffed. This was probably the worst decision in Saban's coaching tenure at Alabama. I mean, what in the world was he thinking? Why didn't Alabama audible and kick a normal field goal? Just so unbelievably stupid. 2 plays later, Lawrence connected with Ross, and he raced
we got
to the end zone. And this appeared to be the second lopsided affair in a row between these two teams. In a must-score drive down 21, Alabama once again moved the ball down the field, this time into the red zone, but on 4th and short, Tua did not cross the first down marker, and Clemson could all but taste it. Next drive for Clemson, Lawrence took a shot to the sideline. Ross, with one hand, bobbled it into his own hands for a first down. Lawrence felt the Alabama blitz, saw Ross near the sideline again, and what a catch! One-handed snag by Ross. Unbelievable. 3rd and goal, Lawrence poised in the pocket, delivered it to Higgins in the end zone, and this game was over. Alabama couldn't even pretend to have a comeback because on the next possession, they could not even gain 1 yard in 2 plays. Lawrence and the offense may or may not have stolen the show, but what an incredible performance from this Clemson defense.
Yeah, we lost that one.
Big stop after big stop. What a coaching job by Brent Venables. Alabama tried to pull the backup quarterback save the day gimmick with Hurts in the 4th quarter, but even that didn't work. Clemson chewed the clock, and with a final score of 44-16, Clemson won the 2018 national championship.
That one hurt.
I don't think a single person
I watched this
predicted
one personally. That
Clemson blowout, but that is what we got. And little did we know at the time that was the end of the Alabama-Clemson college football playoff rivalry. In 2000,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like they love talking about Clemson own us when it's 2-2. Like, how did they own us? That's why I was like they talk about Clemson own us. We literally beat them 2 times. They beat us 2 times in the Dabo Sweeney era. That's why I'm like, what the frick is you talking about? How do they own us, bro? Like, you just talking, bro.
Alabama did not make the college football playoff, and in 2020, Clemson would have played Alabama in the national championship, but the Tigers fell to Ohio State in the semifinal. After 2020, Clemson lost its elite program status as the departure of Venables and the slow adaptation of Dabo into the NIL and portal era really killed the momentum Clemson built in the 2010s. Alabama, on the other hand, continued to compete for national championships up until Saban retired after the 2023 season.
Freaking mildew.
Although a lot of people got annoyed and tired of Alabama and Clemson being almost the guaranteed national championship matchup every year, it was still a fun time, and it gave us 2 instant classic national championship games. This rivalry actually ended up returning briefly as Alabama and Clemson played each other in the Elite 8 in 2024, with Alabama coming out on top. Not football, but it was still a high-stakes Alabama-Clemson matchup. But that is going to do it for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me your thoughts on this short-lived rivalry and whether or not you would like to see it return. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the
like I was saying, man, it's 2-2, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody ever own the guys. You know what I'm saying? And when I've been alive, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I've been alive, Texas ain't owned nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who owned